You guys, I am so smelly. I'm so excited about using Lumi. I'm holding all their products right now. We've got a deodorant wipes, just for when you're in your car and you're about to run into a restaurant and you need to do a quick wipe. We've got a whole body deodorant cream. We have deodorant 72 hours. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. A body wash. If you're as smelly as I am, it takes a village to smell even just kind of acceptable. And Lumi is that village for me. I have all their products and I've been loving using them. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code BCC at lumideodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit lumideodorant.com and use code BCC. New customers get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code BCC at lumideodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit lumideodorant.com and use code BCC.
ZocDoc is the free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. There was a long pause on that one. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat almost any condition you have, I have. If you want to get treated for conditions that I have. These docs are all verified reviews from actual, real patients, not bots. And I have been using ZocDoc before this ad came up. I moved to LA in late 2019, and I needed a great dentist because I was having a problem in the back of my mouth. And I found ZocDoc, and that's how I found my dentist, who I've had for 4 years now, and I absolutely love her. So go to ZocDoc.com/BCC and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/BCC. ZocDoc.com/BCC.
Welcome to the chain. This is the BCC Club. We're your hosts. I'm Kendahl Landreth.
And I'm Sarah Schauer, and today we're joined by
Ian from Smosh.
Oh my God, what a
Incredible.
treat it is to have you here.
Thank
you
you
for coming.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to interview you today because I deep dived on you all week. I was watching some little videos of you and interviews.
Did you sort by most popular and went and watched
I watched some
that could
old
be
stuff.
dangerous.
I watched some old stuff.
Yeah.
And then I watched a recent chat with you and Anthony.
Oh, okay.
That was on Anthony's channel,
Yeah.
which I think was updated. It was it was 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
So I felt, because I was I need to get the whole, kind of.
Did you watch the whole video?
I almost did.
Almost.
And then I ran out of time. I had to come here. But I wasn't okay, I'm done. This is bad.
Yeah.
But I watched it because I needed,
There's a lot of background in that video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was good. So I'm excited to chat.
Great.
There's
And
gonna
you
be
two already know each other.
Yeah. I mean, I thought we were more better acquainted, and then Ian. Jesus Christ! Sorry,
Better
I'm looking at
acquainted,
his
you don't even
name.
know his name.
I'm looking at them. I'm sorry. I'm looking at both of your guys' names right here. Ian
Yes.
said I seemed too aloof at VidCon.
No, that's not what I meant. It was that you were I didn't mean it this way, but you gave off that you were really cool. We ran into each other twice,
Yeah.
and both times you're yeah, hey, how's it going?
I did start new blood pressure medication that
Hey, good
week.
for you.
And probably not the best because
I
every
expected you to say antidepressants,
No,
but
no.
literally a blood pressure medication.
Well, yeah, and I'm trying to manage my blood sugar, my blood pressure, and that's when I started most of my medication. But also, this is horrible. Every person who works in medicine is gonna be I also smoke. So every time I saw them, they were outside waiting for an Uber, right next to the smoker's pole. And if you smoke, you know how it's polarizing. Either it's okay to smoke next to someone or it's not. But then there's a group of people, you don't want to be that person. Because it's like a campfire. You're I'm going to just get a chair, and then the smoke just always goes straight to the person you don't want it to.
Well, and now they're really discouraging people to smoke. So I was on a cruise last month.
Yeah.
And they had a smoking section. It was on the top deck, but it was a small glass room with no chairs. And
Ew,
it was
what?
and there were just people sitting on the floor.
That's miserable.
Smoking. And I was they're trying to, the fact that they made them glass walls, nowhere else on this boat has glass walls. They were we're going to humiliate
box
you.
of shame.
it's like a magnifying glass because it's on the
Truly.
top floor. You're just being burned alive like an ant.
Yeah, wait. Was there was there at least like an opening out to like the sea air?
No.
What?
There was a door.
You're just in like a ventilated box.
Yeah, and it was just like, I mean, everyone in there was like over 60 sitting on the floor, which is so sad. It probably took them like 20 minutes to get back up. It was so sad, but I did feel like they were like, we're not glorifying this for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not taking any selfies in here.
Oh no, have you guys been to the Vegas airport?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like
Yeah.
that big glass box of like it's slots and then like you can smoke inside.
Yeah.
It's just always funny. Like you just see like it's filled with smoke and then like an old person will walk out.
Yeah, like
and
an entrance at a concert.
Yes.
Yeah, the Vegas airport is like a special type of sad
Yeah.
because it's like most of the people are probably hungover,
Yeah.
lost a ton of money,
Yeah.
and then they're just sitting at those slots because they have slots like in the terminal, and they're just sitting at those slots being like, maybe this will be the time, maybe this will be the time that I win. It's just a miserable place to be.
So
It's-
bad.
And the flight back from Vegas is always just like quiet,
Yeah.
and
Somber.
just miserable.
Yes.
Oh.
Quiet. That is so sad. It's so true.
Yeah.
Vegas quiet's not bad on a plane, but
But
like
when you
but
know the reason for the
energy-
quietness is sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can notice like a shift in energy. Like
Yeah.
the flight there is very different from the flight out.
Out.
Okay, yeah. Something for this podcast that I think is going to be funny. So we like had our research assistant research Smosh. And so I'm thinking about it now. We're going to read your history to you.
Great.
That is, and you're going to be like, yes, no. Or
Oh.
I'd like to edit that. No, you don't have to.
Okay.
I'm just saying like I've
Does
never.
this go on record like on the Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're sworn in.
All right.
We have like a Bible.
So maybe let's first just describe what Smosh is for my mom listening.
Oh wait, we were going to ask each other how each other's week has
Oh,
gone.
I'm sorry. Okay, how was everyone's week?
How was your week?
Oh man.
This is my answer every time. I'm always like, I have no recollection of my entire week.
What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, I got dinner with the former coworker, checking in,
Nice.
seeing how things are.
Where'd you eat?
A little place in Eagle Rock.
All right.
But no, over the weekend, oh my God, there's this amazing. This is too LA centric. It's not gonna matter.
It's
That's
okay.
okay. I
Have
wanna
you
hear
been to
it.
Myrte?
No.
Oh, it's nice.
What type of food?
It's like Mexican,
Oh, hell
but
yeah.
they took
That's my
over. They
favorite
took over the
cuisine.
Rockwell, like the Rockwell
Oh.
area. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, I've got to
it's
try.
freaking sweet. But
Wow, that sounds so good. What'd you order?
I got some wheat lacoche quesadillas
Wow, that sounds really good.
and like a pork belly taco.
Oof.
And these like delicious, like I think they were kind of like, it was kind of like a cucumber margarita, but they used like avocado oil in it,
Interesting.
so it just had this like kind of silky texture to it.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh, I can't get into anything with olive oil in it because a couple months ago I made brownies and I like didn't have any baking materials, and I looked up like what are substitutes for, I think it was butter, but I might be wrong. And it was like, don't worry, you can replace butter with olive oil. I did.
Yeah.
You can't. It was, the brownies tasted just like olive oil. Maybe I did because you
Maybe
also
too
have to
much.
change
Maybe
the
you used too
measurements.
much.
Yeah, and now since then I like can't get into any olive oil because Starbucks has the new kind of olive oil thing.
Oh, that makes you shit.
Yeah, and I can't. I'm not even gonna try.
And Starbucks already,
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
should just write the bathroom code on every receipt. Get it over
Oh
with.
yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I heard that like, people were like shitting their brains out
Yeah.
with that new olive oil coffee. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, is it really that much of an advancement in flavor?
I don't think so. I haven't tried it. I'm too scared.
I'm scared.
I've never.
How was your week?
I'm pretty good. I mean, we just updated each other yesterday.
Yeah,
But-
nothing new's happened since then.
I have a stand-up show tomorrow night.
Great.
My partner gets home from Poland on Sunday.
Okay, there you go.
Wow.
That's fun. Crap. What did I do? And I'm going to a Fenty beauty thing after this.
All right.
Okay.
So if Rihanna is there, I'm gonna scream.
Are you a huge Rihanna fan?
Yeah, I mean, who
I'm a
isn't?
huge Rihanna fan as well.
What if I
Yeah.
said no?
Yeah, and then we're just silent for the rest of the podcast. That's very exciting.
And how was your week?
It was good. Sam, still doing swimming. I just started swimming at my
Swimming?
local YMCA.
Are we talking like breaststroke, free,
I'm talking
whatever? I don't
breaststroke
know.
on the way there.
Breaststroke's
Those
the only
are
one I
both
can-
of them. The
Okay.
breaststroke on the way there, freestyle. What is this one? That's freestyle.
Freestyle.
On the way
That's
back.
the word. Yeah.
On the way back, and I've been doing it, and I am I'm obsessed with
At the YMCA, the Young Men. Wait.
Young
Men's
Christian
Association.
Association. Yeah.
Christian Association.
Yeah. You should just do a butterfly and get massive traps.
That's what I'm
Dude,
thinking.
yes.
I really want to do it. I was on swim team when I was a kid, and I was actually really good at it.
Okay.
But I had kind of a traumatizing moment where I was doing, a relay race.
And they put sharks in the pool.
And they put a bunch of sharks and piranhas in the pool,
Yeah.
and they ate my feet. And so that's been really hard. No, but they didn't explain. I think there's just things adults forget to explain to children. So they're like, we're doing a relay race. And I'm like, so you did not tell us what a relay race is at all.
Sure.
And so they blow the whistle, and I jump in the water, and then the other person, I was not supposed to, and then the other person jumps in the water, and then we collide in the pool, and we're both confused, and everyone's cheering. And at that time, you feel like everyone's watching you. I know at a swim meet, probably not a single person was watching at a children's swim meet, but I felt like everyone was like, this idiot, because I wasn't supposed to jump in the pool, and then we both were kind of hurt, and it was just so intense, and I quit swim team. So this is my first time back in the pool since.
You never even practiced how to do a relay before
No.
the meet?
I swear, I was on the Orca
didn't
Whale
Google?
swim team.
You
I
didn't
didn't Google. I
Google
don't even know if I had
relay?
access to Google. I was 8 years old doing a relay race. So this week,
We're
talking about Smosh.
We're Smosh. So the reason why, because it's really interesting, and also Ian and Anthony got back together. They're dating again.
It's true. It's true.
Do you get that a lot? You guys are dating?
I mean, there were a lot of fan fictions.
yeah.
Wow.
A lot of fan fictions back in the day. Back when we had floppy hair.
Yeah.
Did you read them?
Yeah, so we kind of made content out of it,
Yeah.
where we would read them. And some of them definitely went too far. There was kind of a common trope where they would take a lot of real life things about us.
Oh, yeah.
And they would take our girlfriends of the time, and then they would usually have them die in a horrible accident. And then or one of them would die, and then one of us would comfort the other and be like, I'm here for you, and we're caressing. Then the caress continues, and then,
Yeah.
and then the hands move up the neck,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then we start making out, and then it gets right down to raw dogging.
Hello, everyone. It's Kendahl, one of the stinkiest podcast hosts in all of show business. And today I am so excited to talk about our sponsor, which is Lumi Deodorant. What is incredible about Lumi? Let me tell you, it's a full body deodorant. And I have been using deodorant on my full body since I was born, but you're not really supposed to do that. But my whole body is so smelly that I do it. Lumi is made for this. Whole body deodorant, it's the first of its kind. Lumi is seriously safe to use anywhere on your body. Pits, underboob, thigh folds, belly button, butt crack. It says vulvas on here. I mean, this is incredible. You can even use it on your feet. It's created by an OBGYN who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. You guys, I am so smelly. I'm so excited about using Lumi. I'm holding all their products right now. We've got a deodorant wipes, just for when you're in your car and you're about to run into a restaurant and you need to do a quick wipe. We've got a whole body deodorant cream. We have deodorant 72 hours. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. A body wash. If you're as smelly as I am, it takes a village to smell even just kind of acceptable. And Lumi is that village for me. I have all their products and I've been loving using them. Lumi is aluminum-free, baking soda-free, and paraben-free. pH balanced for safe use below the belt. And you can choose from a variety of fresh, bright scents like clean tangerine, lavender sage, or toasted coconut. Oh, I used the toasted coconut yesterday. Oh my God, you guys, it smells so good. It smells so good. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. Lumi, I love you. Lumi's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like the mini body wash deodorant wipes, and it has free shipping. Lumi's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and it has free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code BCC at lumideodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit LumiDeodorant.com and use code BCC. New customers get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code BCC at LumiDeodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit LumiDeodorant.com and use code BCC.
You know that feeling you get when you finally find the thing you've been searching for on the internet, and after spending hours researching and reading thousands of reviews, you find it, this thing, whatever it is? For me, it's silk pillowcases. Because have you noticed that silk pillowcases are either like $5 or $100? So I'm like, is it better quality if it's more expensive? And then you read the reviews. But I found some silk pillowcases that checked all my boxes, and they had 5 stars, and they arrived in, just 48 hours. So why is it that you can get the most random, wonderfully reviewed thing from around the world in just 2 days, but if you want to see a good doctor, it can take forever to get an appointment? Not to mention, how do you know if they're even good? Thankfully, there is a way. It's called ZocDoc, a place to find and book great doctors who actually have amazing reviews, many with appointments available within 24 hours. ZocDoc is the free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. We're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. There was a long pause on that one. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat almost any condition you have, I have. If you want to get treated for conditions that I have, these docs are all verified reviews from actual, real patients, not bots. And I have been using ZocDoc before this ad came up. I moved to LA in late 2019, and I needed a great dentist because I was having a problem in the back of my mouth. And I found ZocDoc, and that's how I found my dentist, who I've had for 4 years now, and I absolutely love her. So go to ZocDoc.com/BCC and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/BCC. ZocDoc.com/BCC.
Yeah, but the fan fiction stuff was really funny to me. I mean, I wasn't too bothered by it. Being like a guy on the internet is a lot safer than being a woman on the internet.
Yeah.
So I never really felt threatened too much by the behavior of people online. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was an incident when somebody came into the side of our house that we were living at.
So insane.
Yeah, and then people would the house that Anthony and I used to live at and shoot out of, the address leaked, and then people started showing up almost every day, knocking on the door. And
It's so bizarre to me. I'm like, what do they think's gonna happen? That you're gonna answer the door and be like, come on in.
Let's date.
Be in a video. It's what's happening?
I mean, I guess being a digital creator, people feel a sense of closeness to you more so than a traditional celebrity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they feel well, they're kind of my friend, or they feel a closeness to us, so they want to show their appreciation.
Yeah.
And I understand that. I think the really fucked scenario that happened a couple times was a lot of the people that would come to our house would be bored teenagers.
Right.
So it's as a teenager, what are you going to do in the suburbs? You find out the Smosh guys live in your neighborhood, you're going to get on your bikes and you're going to go right
Harass.
over to the Smosh house.
Yeah.
But the weird ones were a couple times parents drove their kids to the house. And one time this guy was we drove from, I think it was San Jose, which was
He's
which
I
is
took off work
yeah,
to drive.
It's
here.
100 miles away. That's an
God.
hour and a half long drive.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, what are you thinking? You're a whole ass adult.
Yeah.
And you're I'm going to take my kid to bother these randoms.
Yeah.
So that was weird. I didn't feel threatened by teenagers bored coming to say hi.
Yeah. Or writing
that
fan
didn't-
fiction. I guess.
That didn't bother me. But then when our privacy was totally invaded in the side of the house, that's when things got a little serious and scary. And,
Totally.
Yeah.
Do you want to really quick, once again, for my mom listening at home who may not know, one of the only people who may not know what Smosh is. Do you want to read really fast what it is before we ask some more questions?
Yes. So, guys, what is Smosh? Smosh is a YouTube comedy collective and independent production company founded by Anthony Padilla and Ian Hecox. Is that how you say your last name?
You got it. Good job.
Hell yeah. Smosh's content was largely focused on comedy sketches and improv, and then initially it started as his own website in 2002. I didn't know 2002.
Yeah,
Man.
Anthony created that website.
Oh my
it was
gosh.
for like our friends.
Yeah.
You were smart, huh?
Anthony's very resourceful. I'm stupid,
No, you have glasses.
but that's true. I had the appearance of looking smart.
Yeah.
But no, Anthony's a very driven person where it's like he wanted to create a website, so he figured out how to code, and like he wanted to do like editing, so he figured out how to edit, and he wanted to make like motion graphics, so he figured out how to do that.
Damn.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, because I was reading more and I was like, at first I was like, oh, it's just like a website they probably like put, I'm imagining like a very early 2000s website that a teenager makes that's just like green and then there's like video, but it was like a social media website. It was kind of the goal of it in the beginning, which is so interesting.
Kind of. Yeah. I mean, he was also into like graphic design, so he was like, he would obsess over like the look of like the website, and and then we had like forums, which for the kids out there, it's kind of like a precursor to Discord, I would say, or for the workers out there, it's like a precursor to Slack.
Yeah.
For all you productive people out there. But it was like a forum space for like kids at our high school, and then later on, like I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Newgrounds, but it was like a Flash animation website. It was like before YouTube. It was kind of the first place to like upload like user generated content. So you would make these like little animations in this program called Flash.
Yeah.
And Newgrounds was the place where you could like upload those, and people could like watch them and rate them, and there's like leaderboards. And
Oh my gosh.
a lot of it was like really like edgy, violent, like stick figures like murdering each other kind of stuff. But then there was other stuff that was like really, really creative and really cool, and people made like little games that you could play.
Oh my,
Yeah,
that's so hard. I that's so amazing to me because my friend Laura did a coding class during the pandemic, and she's so smart, and she was in like an advanced coding class, and one of the things that their projects was to make a video game, and she was kind of showing me the video games these really obviously smart advanced coders were trying to, they were in like advanced coding class, and it would be like, so what the main goal is, we're trying to get this bunny rabbit to move left 1 centimeter.
Yeah.
And I was like, and you can't do that? And she was like, no, we can't figure it out. And I'm like, wow, it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's also crazy how like in the early 2000s, it was like the stick figures and then just like beheadings. Like that was all the videos were before like YouTube.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And Tub Girl.
Yeah. Oh, God. But just a little bit, who are Ian and Anthony? They're the co-founders. They first met, this is weird to read to you, in their 6th grade science class in the suburbs of Sacramento.
Wow.
That's right.
That is correct.
When did you start Smosh? Like making videos, not maybe like the...
Yeah. So making videos was in 2005. We were just kind of like messing around. We just graduated high school. It was that summer. A lot of our friends were going off to college. We stayed in Sacramento to go to a community college that was local. And so we were just bored, and started off with lip sync videos.
Oh,
And
that's
so
good.
Classic.
we started, like our first video was probably made before YouTube existed. And then our next video, somebody stole that video and put it on YouTube, and that's how we found out about YouTube.
Oh, so wait, so you weren't in high school at all when you were posting videos?
No.
Okay.
We were both 17 though, so it sounds very high schoolish. But
Yeah. Well, so were you very like popular in your town? Were people like, these guys are famous?
like when it started like popping
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
No, but we did get like Anthony actually dug up like an old like local TV like interview that we did, and it's so wild because like they got us at this like very specific moment when we were like just creating like some like really like sort of like iconic like OG Smosh stuff. Like they got some like footage of us like making this character called Boxman, but then also doing this video called Food Battle, which then becomes this like annual event that people would look forward to every year and are still begging us to do more of. But yeah, so like we did get some attention like early on from like the local like newspaper and the local like news station, but other than that, no, we were nobodies.
That's so exciting, because I feel like that would be sometimes I think I'm doing well for myself, and then I am like my local, I'm from a very small town. No one's ever reached out to write an article about me, not even a tiny little article.
Well, that's
Sometimes
because print is dead, and
you're very young.
And but I really do think I'm like, that for some reason would be the most validation to me for my small town to be like, let's write a little thing about you.
Yeah.
Does your small town have a paper?
They do. Maybe I'll ask. That could be the saddest thing I've ever done. To
Yeah.
reach out to my local media.
Do you want to write about me?
Like, who are you? And no, we don't. Thank you so much.
You're like, but I have a podcast.
Have you ever heard of it?
Barely anybody has a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I blew up on Vine in college, and I had the business school write an article about me, about like making money on Vine, and I didn't have anything to say because I didn't make ads on Vine. And they're like, but if you did. And I was like, I would post 6 seconds of an ad, you know, like that's what I would do, because I didn't.
So they were like, what's it like to make money on Vine? You're like, I don't. And they're like, but if you did.
Yeah, like how do other people go about it?
It's like the first great question of like, if you had $100, what would you do? And you're just trying to name things you'd buy if you made money on Vine.
But we do have more about you. Like one of Smosh's earliest videos, Pokemon themed music video, was released November 28th, 2005. That's actually crazy. It followed the same style as their earlier videos, which is a lot of lip syncing, and was later removed for copyright. That's kind of crazy. Like, think about like how you saw the evolution of like YouTube from like something for fun to like a business.
Yeah.
When did it like first monetize, like become like a job for you?
I think we so really like we wanted to try to make some money just to get equipment to film outside of Anthony's bedroom. So we were filming on this little tiny piece of crap, like wired webcam. So like all of our first stuff had to be shot from the vantage of his desk because we couldn't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
We did shoot this like really bad sketch back when we had the webcam. We would like stretch it out as far as possible from the table to try to get like different angles and stuff. It was very silly. But yeah, so like we took like donations from fans. We started selling merch. We were probably one of the first channels on YouTube to sell merch. Yeah. And then like a YouTube like competitor came onto the scene, and they offered us like some money to upload to them with like an exclusive window. So like we would upload a new video on there like 2 weeks before YouTube, but there's nowhere in the contract that we had to like promote it.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, YouTube seems to be where things are going. So like we want to direct all the attention there. And so that was the first like real like income stream. We did like, I remember our first brand deal was for this like smoothie chain and we held like this competition and we got paid I think $500 and we were like, whoa, this is crazy. But yeah, this like random company, I think they were paying us like a couple $1,000s a month, and that was enough to kind of like finance what we were doing with the videos. Fortunately, my dad's a CPA, so he helped us kind of set up our business and like make sure we like squared away on taxes and stuff. So that's certainly a level of privilege that I can acknowledge. And then like we weren't truly able to turn it into a career until YouTube came to us and said, we want you to be part of this thing that we're starting called the partnership program. And we were one of the first 10 channels to make money for uploading videos. So so at that time, YouTube, there were no ads on the website.
Yeah.
There were no ads on YouTube, not even a pop-up.
That is crazy.
Or a banner ad or anything. So they were like, we're going to run like a lower thirds ad, which is like for the people at home, like the little like sort of ad that pops up in the bottom of a video screen. I don't even think they do that anymore on YouTube.
I don't know.
But
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
wouldn't know. I'm subscribed to YouTube Premium. Yeah. So we were a little scared because at that time, making any kind of money on your content was seen as being a sellout.
I was gonna say, I remember sorry I interrupted, but like when YouTubers had to apologize before they made an ad, they're like, hey guys, I'm so sorry, like this is my income, I'm gonna do an ad. Did you have to do that?
We never apologized, but we did get a lot of shit for it for a long time. And it's just like,
that's so bizarre to me. That is so, and I even see it now. Obviously, I think it's just so much more a part of, it's not like a new thing now, so nobody's like that angry about it.
Yeah.
But I feel like anytime anyone does an ad, the comments are like, oh my God, I was looking forward to a video today, but I guess I can just,
kill myself.
Turn this phone off and throw it away. And I'm like, you watch this content every day.
Yeah.
For free.
for free.
Every single day. And it's like you want me to have no money? Like, I don't understand.
I think that understanding is like totally shifted. But back then, like YouTube was kind of seen as this like alternative to traditional media, where it's like, we're doing things differently and it's weird and wild and wacky.
Yeah.
And these are like regular people. And so I think there was a lot of like aversion to new media becoming anything like legacy media.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, like, you if you want people to do it for longer than like a while, or you want them to do it as more than a hobby, they need to be paid.
Yeah.
Because they need to live. So I think it took many, many years for people to like accept that.
Yeah.
And also, like, I think it also goes hand in hand with now, not everybody, but a large amount of people have aspirations to be content creators themselves. So now they understand, like, well, I want to do this as a job, so I would need to take sponsorship money.
Yeah.
So if I see my favorite creator doing that, then that's fine. That's what they have to do. I think there's an understanding that now this is a profession or a career. So I think, like, nowadays it's so funny. Like, you get an ad and people are like, get that bag.
Yeah.
And like back then they were like, oh, you did an ad? Fuck you and fuck you forever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think I think we lost like probably a bit of fan base for doing branded deals, but
Wow.
okay. Like,
I wonder what those people watch now. I guess nothing.
I have no idea.
they're like, screw this. I'm going to go watch CSI and sit through 5 minutes of ads every 10 minutes.
Truly.
I didn't do ads on Vine because everyone's like, don't sell out. And then when Vine died, I got a regular 9 to 5. And then when I started to get subscribers on YouTube, I was like, fuck this. I am selling out so hard. Because I have done the no ads and then gone back to a job and like just hated it. So I'm like, whenever someone's, I don't feel bad for doing ads at all.
No.
Yeah.
I think if you're doing ads in service of being able to continue doing something that you're passionate about, then
it's expensive.
I think it makes sense.
What we do. I feel like, I mean, I do like characters and sketch, and so it's like, I'm sure you guys were having full sets and costumes, and it's like you have to buy all this camera equipment and editing software. I have a good updated laptop. I have to buy costumes constantly on Amazon. I'm buying like full-size dog suit like all the time.
Yeah.
Just weekly.
Like, it's so much. I mean, truly, it's so much money to
and hire
do.
a crew.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
edit. And it's I think like people don't have any concept of like how much money it costs to run a sketch channel, but like nor should they.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I also
And
like
that's
don't,
something we need to work on
Yeah.
as a society.
It's like it's fine. Like this is something that it's fine. People can complain about it, and that's okay. And
yeah. I'm just so interested because the fact that you guys have known each other since 6th grade
Yeah.
is so wild to me. And I just like, I remember hearing one time that it's like you kind of, people have said about child actors or any actor in general that you get kind of stunted at the age that you become successful at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you two had that until it kind of, like, do you feel like it was hard to not be just like 16-year-olds with each other until you eventually kind of ended Smosh for a bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's something that Anthony said, was that like he felt like, you know, we started doing this at 17 and then we never progressed beyond that in terms of like our communication style with each other.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So yeah, we had a really bad communication style with each other. We were very passive aggressive. We avoided conflict, which, you know, turns out that's not a great thing always. But I think we were both like so afraid at like messing up a good thing.
Yeah.
And so we weren't willing to like have those sort of difficult conversations, and because of that we didn't really grow in our relationship. So when he left Smosh, like, you know, when we started Smosh, we were best friends. When he left Smosh, we were just business partners, really. Like, the friendship we thought was there, but it really wasn't. And we hung out a few times, and it would just be kind of like awkward and feel kind of forced.
Yeah.
And so for the next few years, like, we would talk occasionally, but not really.
Yeah.
And then my friend, years later, you know, a year ago, my friend kind of convinced me to like get lunch with him, and she came along, and his girlfriend came along. So there's kind of like a neutral ground.
Yeah.
And yeah, we reconnected and realized we still have, you know, a lot in common. Like, we've changed as people, but we still have a lot in common. And in that time apart, we had also done quite a lot of work on ourselves. So we were able to kind of like re-enter into this relationship as adults.
Yeah, because I just think about people I knew as a child, and I would like when I graduated high school, I moved to New York, and I didn't know anyone in New York, and I remember just feeling like, oh, I can like, I mean, I like came out as gay and like learn. I felt like I could just fully be like, well, now I'm whoever I want to be because I don't know a single person, and I think just the thought of like transitioning, not just as like, oh, friends, but like your whole career together, doing that from such a young age to like now is so interesting.
Yeah.
So it does feel like when I go back and see even my siblings, it's like we kind of revert back to kind of the way we communicated as teenagers rather than like how I as an adult, having gone to therapy, communicate with other people.
Yeah.
And so I just wondered if that played a role in it at all.
I think so. Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, so when Smosh ended, you guys were on good terms or like, was it like strained?
So Anthony left Smosh, and then about a year after, our parent company Defy went under. So I was still at Smosh.
Yeah.
And then I worked with Rhett and Link to take the company back out. So Smosh was resurrected, and I was staying on with the rest of the cast. And yeah, during that time, like, Anthony and I didn't really talk that much.
Yeah. So how did you guys, so you, Defy owned Smosh. You didn't own like Smosh itself.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. We sold Smosh to, at the time it was called Alloy Digital. It later became Defy. But yeah, we sold that in like 2011.
Okay.
When Defy like ended, did you have any moment, like what was your mental space at that time? Were you kind of like, well, this is all falling apart? Or did you feel like this is going to be okay?
It sucked, but I felt like there was still a future for Smosh because I felt like there was still so much more to do with Smosh.
Yeah.
And I also knew like it was a solid business. Yeah. Like it wasn't Smosh that had failed. It was our parent company.
Yeah.
And in some ways they used us as a piggy bank.
Yeah.
Like I think we brought in cash and they, you know, spent it.
Yeah. But how lovely is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sarah, do you want to keep reading?
Oh, yeah. I was going to talk about Defy Media and Anthony's departure. In 2011, Smosh was acquired by Alloy Digital, like you said, and later rebranded to Defy. And then in 2012, the duo started 3 YouTube channels, El Smosh, Shut Up Cartoons, and Smosh Games. Do you regularly upload to all 3 of those?
Smosh Games.
Okay.
Yes. And then El Smosh, which was our Spanish language. It's pretty clear. So El Smosh was used as a way to re-upload our current sketches, but dubbed in Spanish. We had originally done it like in-house. We found like a couple guys that lived in Sacramento that spoke Spanish, and the Spanish-speaking audience hated it because I guess like their accents weren't great, like the translation wasn't great, and they were like, what are you doing? Like, there's this fan in Chile that's like kicking your asses.
Yeah.
And it was this guy named Patrick, and so we reached out to him and we were like, hey, do you want to like do this for realsies and we'll pay you? So we switched over to him.
That's awesome.
And then he was with us for a long time. Anthony left. He continued to do work with us. And then I don't know really what happened. I think he got busy or something. And then we went to a different company to do dubbing. But when we came back with Anthony, I guess that company reached out to this guy. And now he's doing our voices again.
Oh my gosh. How
So,
funny.
yeah, it's kind of
what
like
year
a
did he
crazy-
start?
I mean, probably 6 months after we started El Smosh.
Wow.
Yeah. It happened pretty quickly because people were
Mad.
really mad. Yeah. You don't. Yeah. They did not like the dubbing. They were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
It also says in 2015, you guys announced Noah Grossman, Keith Leak Jr., Olivia Sue, Courtney Miller, and Shane Top are new regular cast members for Smosh.
Yeah.
I remember when Courtney Miller was on Vine, and then like she moved to Smosh, and I was like, oh shit, that is crazy. And you have all of them still as cast members? They're all still with us?
Yeah. Yeah. They're all still alive. Yeah. And Olivia Sway came from Vine as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, she was doing Vine.
Yeah.
I believe like we all got them through like a traditional like audition process, like a casting kind of thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do you feel like coming back, is there a do you feel like, I mean, obviously you never like left for words, but like 8 years ago doing Smosh, do you feel like there's anything now in the internet? Like, is the internet scene, I'm wording this so terribly. I'm going to actually just start the question over.
You'll get there.
I know, eventually I'll get there. Being like coming 2023, the internet space and the landscape, do you feel like, what is like a main difference? Do you have to go into creating content in such a different way? I mean, I just know in the 3 years I've been on the internet, I feel like I've gone through like 50 different, like, this is how people want videos to be filmed. No, they want this. No, they want this. I can't even imagine 23 years basically doing that. What now do you think is like the biggest difference?
I think the biggest difference is just like the way you monetize your content. Like I think that there's so many more options for supporting your channel. Podcasts obviously being a pretty good one.
We do this for free.
Oh, right on. Congratulations.
We are hemorrhaging money.
Yeah. But I mean, like, so making, the reason you don't see a lot of sketch comedy on YouTube is because they're generally like 3 to 4 minute long videos, and that doesn't really monetize that well on YouTube. Like you need millions of views on a video to have it make sense. And you know, in the sort of traditional AdSense ways of doing things without sponsors, like it just doesn't really work.
Yeah.
So fortunately, like we're in this landscape now with we announced that with Anthony coming back, it's myself and him writing, creating, starring in Smosh sketches again. And we realized like we can't just do this with ad revenue. It doesn't actually work.
Yeah.
So we launched memberships on
that's
YouTube.
awesome.
Yeah.
And we we were very clear with the audience. We're like, this can't work without your help.
Right.
And the audiences responded in a really big way, and I'm really happy with the early results, and big ups to Smosh peeps. But yeah, I think like it's the ways of like monetizing a channel or your like online brand has become so much more savvy and less icky, I think.
Yeah.
There's just kind of like standards set now where it's like, I love the way that a lot of creators like approach like merch.
Yeah.
Like it's so much more like savvy and cool than like just like a basic like get a Gildan shirt and screen print a logo on it.
Yeah.
Well, those sometimes still slap. I mean, there's people are doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like obviously like Teddy Fresh being like the first example of like creating a totally separate brand
Right.
that has no association with the channel, but using that audience to create like a premium like streetwear brand.
Right.
Was like brilliant. And so many other creators have tried to follow that model and that success, and also just like consumer goods and stuff like Jacksepticeye's coffee brand and Emma Chamberlain's obviously.
Yeah.
And I think there's just like so much like cooler ways of like making it a business, like rather than just doing like an icky brand integration.
Yeah. Well, and there's like resources now too of like, I mean, if I had even now people know it's possible to like do things like that, but it's also nice now that people can, go to your manager or whoever and be like, I want to do this idea. And there are like actual people who are like, oh, I deal with like writing books as an influencer, or I deal with doing this for people who are online. And that just like did not exist before. So there's just so many more people now that have done it.
Yeah.
But not when you were coming up. You were paving the way.
No, it was just a lot of like legacy media type people. And just like weirdos that like somehow like weaseled their way into the business and were, scam artists or like just old people that didn't know what they were doing, or, there's just a lot of shysters. And I think like nowadays, like the industry's maturing. So like now you see people and you're like, oh, you know what you're doing. And you're not just like a scam artist.
Totally.
But I mean, a lot of merch companies are still totally shit.
Yeah.
If you guys were to like individually make a product similar to Chamberlain Coffee, what would it be that's not straight up like merch?
I already know what
you as an individual and you as an individual, what would you make?
I would make, I've thought about this.
Yeah.
I've always wanted, so I have my dog, Angel.
Yeah.
She stars in some of my videos. I do a character that's like an old woman who has like a 200-year-old dog, and that's my dog, Angel. And I've always wanted to make like a dog brand, like a dog, they'd sell like
dog
collars,
lifestyle,
leashes, shoes,
for like
toys.
old dogs.
No,
or just
for
all
just dogs. Just a dog brand, like a dog. I almost said a luxury dog brand, but I don't think I don't think that's her vibe. Her vibe is like, for every Missy Girl is the name of the character, the dog, and I think she would want just anyone to be able to have this dog.
You know what you should call it? Heaven. And then, because all dogs go to heaven.
That's beautiful.
Aww.
That'd be so cute.
And she's so old. I know.
And her name is Angel.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. That'd be perfect. So that's what I would do. What about you?
Yeah. Probably like designer milk.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like how much would it be per carton?
We talking like a gallon of milk?
Half gallon.
Half gallon? Probably like $9. So like it's like,
because I feel like luxury, there wouldn't be a full gallon. Like it would just be half gallon because it has to look like pretty in the fridge.
That's true. Yeah, because I feel like everyone's like on the alternative milk game right now. It's oversaturated. Like we gotta just go back to milk, guys.
Get back to the roots.
Although I don't really drink milk, but like
You're like, I'm lactose intolerant.
yeah, no. I mean, I'm an oat milk boy through and through, but designer milk. I feel like that's the next frontier.
I think you're actually right, because I do feel like, on a serious note, I really do think people are becoming obsessed with like, obviously this isn't new information, but obsessed with like wellness of like what I'm putting in my body. And you can't just throw a bunch of words on a carton. There's this guy on TikTok who makes these videos that's like, I make a Reese's peanut butter cup look like a health food. And he just shows you kind of, he's in marketing. And he's like, here's all the things you can add to a Reese's cup to just make it seem like a health food. And you can just put like healthy, natural, all no gluten-free, no chemical. I mean, you can do all this stuff that just means nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like people would and people are obsessed with like protein now. And there's protein in milk. You could put like,
you could do like
14 grams of protein, and people are like, "Oh my god, I gotta have that."
That's the Kodiak cakes model, where they're just like, they make oatmeal and pancakes, but they're like protein, and they got like this scary looking bear on the cover.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's how they market it. And I mean, I've bought it before. Like, I'm like, oh, protein, great, I need protein. But I don't know. Maybe we put like collagen in the milk.
You could put breast, you could put breast milk in it.
Can't. That's illegal. I think. Well, I mean, you'd have to pasteurize it.
Oh God, I don't know how. I don't begin to know how that industry works.
I was thinking about like product design, and your head is about the size of a gallon. So if it was just like a recreation of your head,
oh yeah,
and
like
then
the Crystal Skull vodka, but it's my head as milk.
And then like how just for fun, like it's like protein or something. There's like 2% milk. What if you made yours like 7% milk? And you're like, what the hell is the rest of it?
I think that might be more milk fat than milk has.
Yeah, because what does 2% mean? What does that
There's
even mean?
2% fat in it.
Yeah.
But whole milk is just full milk.
Well, but whole milk is not like 100% fat. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. My mom wouldn't buy whole milk.
That's what I thought when I was a kid. I was like 1%, 2%, but then 100%. And it's like, I think it's
scary.
It's a massive jump.
My mom told me if I drank whole milk, my boobs would get huge. She told me that all growing up.
How much milk did you wind up drinking? Wait, she said that to discourage you or encourage you?
Well, she was like, they'll get so huge, you won't know what to do. I mean, they'll
but isn't that what every girl wants?
Not me. Every girl. I was a weird child. I feel like I never wanted to be feminine growing up.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Maybe she knew that. She was really manipulative. She was like, don't drink whole milk. But she told me. And
she
then
tagged
anytime
you as like not femme.
Yeah.
And she's like,
she'll be a mask lesbian. I'll tell her this is a true
You became
thing.
a Mountain Dew girly that day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My mom also told us if we drank Mountain Dew, we'd immediately die. Is what she convinced us.
You didn't. Well, yeah, because you didn't have to worry about the other myth with Mountain Dew is that it reduced your sperm count. That was the thing that all the boys would say, like in school, like, Mountain Dew reduces your sperm count, and I'm like, dude, we're in 6th grade.
I was gonna say,
I don't need to worry about this.
My dad has 3 kids, and
he
that's
drinks
the
a lot of
only
Mountain
thing
Dew?
he drinks. Let's talk about Mythical Entertainment. I'm so sorry.
Sure.
Okay, so I just want to like tie in some actual info, but this is actually incredibly fun. But on November 12, 2018, Smosh released an update video reaffirming that Smosh was searching for a new owner. Wait, so you were originally owned by Mythical? Wait, you got bought by Mythical in February of 2019. Is that correct? By Rhett and Link?
Huh?
Wait, it says on February 22nd, 2019, Smosh was acquired by Mythical Entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that was founded by Rhett and Link. Okay, so sorry, you said huh, and I was like, is that not right?
Oh no, sorry. I guess I misheard you. Yes. Yeah. Red and Link, who are Mythical Entertainment.
Yeah.
They bought Smosh. I worked with them to take it out from the rubble of Defy.
Yeah. Did you have they been in like a bunch of sketches?
Red and Link?
Yeah.
They really haven't. They've been in a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought when they brought us back out, I was like, oh cool, like you guys should totally be in a bunch of content. And they were like, we don't want to seem like
we're not like
our
that.
hands are like deep into like your creative.
Yeah.
So they were actually very like like they wanted to kind of like keep us like at a distance, like like creatively, because they didn't want to seem like they were coming in and dictating what we were doing.
Oh, I figured like people would have loved to see the crossover.
I know.
I wouldn't have interpreted it as that.
I know. But also they're so busy.
Yeah.
Those busy guys.
That is true.
Busy.
Your partner works with both of them.
Yeah, they're very busy. I can attest.
They're busy, guys. Yeah.
And I think that is really nice, though. I mean, and I don't know if this was a reality, but did you feel like with Defy there was a lot, like, just as a business grows so much, did you feel like at a certain point we don't have any creative control over anything anymore?
I think we had creative control over the content, but there were also just a lot of like kind of mandates of like, oh, you should make this show. Like especially like on our second channel, on the Smosh Pit channel, like they wanted us to create these shows that kind of like fit certain like verticals that they could hopefully sell.
Yeah.
So we had like a nature show and we had a science show.
You're like, me and Anthony are out in the woods looking
Yeah.
at animals. They're like, what?
Yeah.
And so that was like, it was just like, it wasn't thinking content first. It was thinking like verticals and like, how can we package this and sell it? And that was definitely like a Defy mandate.
Yeah. So did it feel nice when Mythical was kind of like, you can do whatever you want, or you kind of like,
Totally.
oh,
Yeah.
good. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
We can kind of like, it gave us like a chance to like step back and like look at the content and go like, okay, what's actually performing? And then let's like focus on that.
Yeah.
Did Defy have like a quota of like how many videos you need to put out like weekly?
No. They just wanted us to make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that, it was something that I've like always fought against, which is like a lot of people will like look at the channel and they're like, oh, well, to make this more successful, to make it make more money, just make more videos. And I'm like, bro, like, no, don't make me do this. And that's something that like I've always like fought against, and I'm so glad that Anthony and I aren't tied to that for this return of Smosh, where we're saying like we're going for sustainability. Like we want to put out quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
So we're tying ourselves to one video every 2 weeks. And then people that are members get bonus content, and they get a live watch party after every upload. So we'll like sit and watch the newest sketch and kind of talk about the process and talk with the people in the chat. But like, yeah, because for a long time, like our sketches, we were doing like one a week. And then Defy was like, but if you double the uploads, double the money.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah. So it was, and yeah, I mean, that's just, yeah.
Now I kind of want to film a sketch, like like daily vloggers, like the progression of that, like you like challenge yourself to like vlog daily, and by the end of the sketch, the person's just absolutely insane.
I mean, that just feels like real life. That feels like what actually happened.
Yeah. There was a good era of the daily vloggers.
Yeah.
That was definitely something that I outright refused to take part in.
Never. The daily
Is there-
family vloggers.
Do you have does Smosh like do vlogging at all? Like,
Not really. Like occasionally we'll do kind of vlog style stuff on Pit, but not really.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, as we kind of, I mean, we don't want to keep you here for. We could talk to you for hours, but we do have a couple more questions.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Yeah, no rush.
I just wanted to know because I just feel like. Sorry, 1 second. I lost my place a little bit. Oh, sorry. When you. But like decided to do it again, and we're like, Smosh is gonna come back, Anthony's gonna come back, we're all gonna do it. Did you have like any moment, maybe like when it became official, or any time at all where you were like, I'm scared, wait, did we make a is this bad? Should we
Wake
turn
up
back?
screaming.
Because it's just a big,
No.
decision. I can imagine it
Yeah.
could come with some like fears, but it didn't.
No.
That's awesome.
I think that I had doubts before we ever tried to write something. Like I pitched Anthony, like, what if we got back together? And we talked about it, and I was like, okay, this is really cool, but we need to know if we can actually like create sketches again. And then when we got together to write sketches, I was really skeptical, and I didn't think it would actually work. And I was like, dude, this is going to be cringe. We sat down and started writing, and we were just laughing.
Oh, that's
and
so
like
nice.
Anthony was like literally rolling on the floor laughing. and I was like, I like realized I was like, oh shit, like I'm having fun.
Yeah.
And this is, at the end of the day, we had like a pretty decent, like rough script. And I was just so like bewildered
Yeah.
that like we were able to just like immediately slip back into the process and have fun and laugh. And yeah, I mean, after that I was like, no, we can do this.
Yeah.
And then at that point, then it was just like figuring out like how much we were going to have to pay for it.
right.
But yeah, I mean, I think yeah, we're happy. Mythical's happy. Like everybody's happy. And I'm just so excited.
That is really cool.
So exciting.
I also wanted to tell you, do you know, I was going to say, do you know Damien Haas?
Yeah.
I'm doing a video with him soon.
No way.
We're going to build Legos together.
What?
I have a show that I'm starting. Kendall's going to be on
I'm
it.
gonna
It's
too.
called Block
I've never
Party.
built a Lego set. But
Smart.
and,
That's clever.
I know, and I want to I love Legos so much. So I'm gonna build Lego sets with people. And Kendahl, I love, and Damien has expressed interest in Legos at some point. So I was like, hey, Damien, do you want to build a Lego set?
Yeah.
So I was just gonna tell you, and you're gonna, I don't know. It just seemed like you know Damien. He works for you.
Yes,
And
I
you go
do
tell
know
him,
Damien.
and then
I
he'll
do
come back
work
to you.
for
Yeah.
I do work with Damien.
Yeah.
Shane also
Likes Legos?
Lego boy. Yeah.
Do you like Legos?
I'm like warm on Legos. I haven't put together a Lego set. I was thinking about Legos and like whether I have Legos, and I have this Back to the Future like DeLorean Lego set that I bought when I was like I was seeing this girl, and then we like ended things, and I never built the Lego set.
Yeah.
And being the not interior design minded person, I just put it on my bookshelf.
Yeah.
And like I realized like it's been like literally like 8 years, and that set is still just sitting on my bookshelf, and I haven't
this
put it
person
together.
has like a full family and children.
yeah, right, yeah. And this Lego
You
set
still
is just
cry
like
in front of it
stuck-
every morning.
Yeah,
Drink a glass of wine every night. You're just like, God.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's so funny.
So I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm an ally to Lego.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Lego's the L in LGBTQ. Yeah.
It's not.
No, it is.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know the other acronyms, but I know Lego.
Yes. Yeah, so we just wanted to talk. So you're excited about Anthony coming back, and it's all good and great, and you're not worried about anything?
That's awesome.
Is there anything I'm worried about?
I think that's a good sign.
I know.
This is
You have to think about
exciting.
it.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, I guess, we're always hoping that, the next video gets views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, owning a huge company is scary. So I feel like there's probably like anxiety, but like it seems like you're super excited, which is so awesome.
Yeah, we're super excited. The viewers showed the heck up on the first video. So
That's amazing.
yeah, I'm super excited for the future.
I mean, you've had a YouTube channel so long. I mean, obviously Smosh is so much more than that now, but do you feel like just YouTube channels come and go so much? Like I'm sure you feel like, oh, every person who was on with me when I was we were starting out is no longer like doing YouTube probably.
Right.
What do you think like differentiates a channel that like has that staying power?
I think that we balanced each other out pretty well. I think that a lot of the people that got started in the beginning did everything themselves and burned out. Or, yeah, I mean, I think we were really good with like delegating like tasks that we didn't want to do to other people the moment that we started making some money. We hired help. And I think that was instrumental and something that we always like tell other creators. Because every creator thinks that their content's special and
you're here to tell them it's not.
It's not. No. It's not.
Well, especially when you're doing sketch, and I like that's what I do on my channels, and I think sometimes when I go to film a video, I'm like, I am so overwhelmed by the amount of. I mean, I'm writing it, acting in it, editing it, doing costumes. I'm renting the space. I'm making the set. I'm getting the props. I'm hiring other actors to be in it, and then I post it. And then I'm like, I have to do this again. I feel like I just made a feature film. I cannot do this again. Yeah, and so then it's it's just a constant oh, here we go. So I think it's so smart to hire and get help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is crazy. what was that thing that you said earlier? You don't know how much it costs. People don't know how much it costs to run a studio.
Yeah.
That is true. Whenever I hire an editor, a graphic designer, and I want to be what do I pay you? And what sounds, and there, I don't know if they could be ripping me off, but I don't even know how much it costs to help, hire help.
But when I first was playing with the idea of it, because I can't afford to have a full-time assistant, but when I was first thinking about it, I was I feel like I really need, it came from a need. I feel like I'm not someone who would do anything prematurely. It was when I was fully drowning and missing meetings and being I can't do all this. I was I should get an assistant. And I was okay, what should I pay an assistant? I don't know, $100,000 a year with benefits and paid leave. And I don't know. And it's it's so
scary. You get the best assistant ever.
Well, I just was so scared. I was I'm so scared to be bad.
Actually, I could literally be your assistant.
You quit your job.
Wait, so did you pay an assistant $100,000 a year?
I don't, but it was because I was thinking about it. And I was it's so overwhelming because I see some people who have 3 assistants and an editor, and I'm how do you do all this?
Oh, yeah. That was crazy. I looked into hiring an assistant one time, and she was I would cook your meals for you. And I was
what?
I was that's weird. I want to do that.
You send her my way.
I didn't know that that's what comes with it, but I was because I was thinking of the concept.
I don't think it normally does.
I know. I was.
No, but it's confusing. I saw a video on TikTok that was a day in the life of an assistant of basically a millionaire. And she was today my main goal is to reorganize his fridge. And I was what is this job?
Yeah.
Who has, and she was putting all his oranges. It was clearly a man who does not ever cook at his house or even probably is never at his house.
Yeah.
Because she had 3 oranges in a bowl and there was a bouquet of flowers in the fridge.
I feel I've seen this. It's super.
It's your house.
Oh, wait, no. I think I saw a video that was a girl. It was a stay-at-home girlfriend.
Oh.
That was it was that where it's and then I went and cleaned his clothes, and then I put 3 oranges on the table, and then I made a delicious asparagus lunch.
Yeah, I'm always so jealous because their fridges are always so pretty. And my girlfriend, I love my girlfriend so much, but they have at any given time probably 200 bottles of hot sauce in our fridge or other condiments.
Oh yeah, well
our fridge looks
it comes with the job.
Yeah,
comes with the territory.
Yeah, well it was like that before. It was like that before Mythical. That's what I'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, this only made it. Now they'll come home. We had to have a talk because I said you can't just
too much
bring home because sports. They have food. Sometimes they say. Oh, do you want this new luxury bottle of hot sauce? It's of course. And I'm we just don't have more hot sauce room. I bought
second fridge.
I mean, well, right. And
or
that's kind
a
of the
wine
discussion
cooler,
now.
but you put all hot sauces in it.
Ooh,
yeah.
Hot sauce cooler.
A full room. It's supposed to be wine and just all hot sauce.
It's all hot
Your
sauce.
electricity bill's just going crazy because you got 6 fridges running in your house.
Full of hot sauce. So I can't anymore. So our fridge always looks terrible. And there's hot sauce on it. I have to wipe it. It's not.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Why is it all hot sauce?
They're drinking all of them and squirting them around. It's hard to watch and it's hard to live with.
Squirting them?
They're just throwing them on everything. And every time, and this happened multiple times. Ooh, it gets me mad even thinking about it. I open the fridge, hot sauce falls out.
Yeah.
Because we can't use the side doors anymore. Too many.
Just take them
falls
off.
out, breaks. This is what I've learned. Hot sauce bottles, garbage. They crack immediately.
Dude, you should do those glass bottle rolling videos with only hot sauce.
They'd all break on the first.
But make them a hot one sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, you do the hot ones challenge, but all you're doing is testing to see which glass breaks. Dude.
Well, you can do that because I'm not cleaning up. I already cleaning up. It spills.
Yeah.
I have my kitchen carpet. My girlfriend's always like, we shouldn't have carpets in the kitchen. That doesn't make any sense. But I love a kitchen carpet.
I've got carpet in my
You
bathroom.
got carpet in your kit? How?
Not
It goes
like
straight
little
up to
rugs, or are you
little
like
rugs.
Okay.
Little
It's
Target
just like
rugs.
a big old like grease stain next to your
Yeah.
oven.
Yeah. Okay.
Little Target rugs, I think, are so. Because when I'm washing
I
the dishes,
think-
I like to be barefoot and feel cozy.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I think like if there's so much hot sauce, like why don't you just like set like a sporadic reminder to just throw one away, like each week you're just like, whoop, oh no, because like, are they really gonna notice?
No. And but what's sad is that I already do that. Ugh, I hope they're not listening to this because this would be, what's sad? This would be an actual fight if this came out.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I thought probably no. But not really. But if you go to Del Taco, anyone, they give you those Inferno sauce, or maybe it's Taco Bell, Inferno sauce packets. I think it's Del Taco.
Del Taco.
They have an inability to throw those away. So it's not just the fridge. So now we're dealing with what I call the pantry hot sauces, which is a
Cabinets.
huge box of sauces that overflows into our every other cabinet, and it's all the same hot sauce. They're never
Is
used.
it Inferno or Del Scorcho?
It's Inferno. It's the orange
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
And
Inferno's
I've
not
never
even that
seen
great.
them use it. I've never
What?
seen it. Well, they use it when they eat their Del Taco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
they've
Del
never
Taco
gone
does
back.
give you like a massive handful. Like no matter how little food you get,
Yeah.
they'll give you like a handful of these
Handful.
hot sauce.
Well, they're implementing the get rid of the hot sauce system.
there. yeah.
I mean, literally, yeah.
So
Someone's
we had
like,
too much hot
"Please."
sauce. Get rid of it.
I swear, every time I open up that cabinet, I kind of take a handful of Inferno sauce. I throw it away. They never
Smart.
asked about it, but
That's good.
I can't deal with it. It's
Or you
ruining my
just-
life.
They should have like a return bin
Oh,
at Del
yeah.
Tacos.
Yes.
Like, you know how like Office Max has like the printer cartridge return?
Yes.
They should just do that for hot sauce. You
I
just
Yes.
drop your
All the wives coming by, being like, "Please take this."
I was thinking the used needle return in the
Yeah.
Rite Aid bathroom.
Okay, we're definitely thinking on different wavelengths here, but
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it shows
Oh
where
my
we
God.
go. You know.
use needle return.
That is so insane. Oh, well, thank you so much for being
Thank you.
here.
Thank you.
This has been
Thanks
such
for
a
having
treat.
me.
Yeah, of course. Come back anytime.
Anytime.
Knock on the
Seriously.
door.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you there.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see
You'll
you
bring the Wendy's.
Yes, I know. I was just telling them really quick before we end that I was almost late because the line at Wendy's was just wild.
Yeah.
It was going for so long, and I was like, I'm gonna have to cancel recording. I'm gonna have to like never have met you being like, I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of the Wendy's drive-through,
No, dude, that is-
crying, not with my
You
Diet
could have put the
Coke.
phone next to the microphone and just.
No, but that's
Done
why
remotely.
my biggest fear is getting shot in a drive-through.
What?
Because you
Hold
can't.
on.
You
What?
no, like because
Oh,
you can't get out
boy.
of a drive-through quick.
If that's
you know.
true.
Yeah.
So like I can't
I
go
assume
forward or back.
other cars would start moving. If that was happening,
It
the
would be
thought of
chaos.
everyone just being like, "We can't do anything. We can't leave."
Getting shot in a drive-through.
It's my biggest
Man.
fear. Because
That is your biggest fear.
yeah, like because you can't like usually the median's too high to go over.
Yeah,
it.
there's no escape. But like,
What's your
are
biggest
people really looking to like, are you thinking like robbery gone bad, or are you thinking just like serial killer? I just want to shoot people in the drive-through.
Well, I mean, like if I was thinking about where I could get a lot of people backed up into a corner.
Are you thinking about shooting people in a drive-through?
No, I guess it's projecting, but like, it's no. I mean, like, if you think about like people who can't escape and you
Yeah.
want to grab their money and quickly get out of there.
Wow, I do not think of a drive-through for that. To me, that's like
No.
4 people,
Yeah, that's like there's like you're gonna get like some cash.
and everyone's in a car with windows that they could roll up and like hide in and
But
lock
if they
their
have
doors.
a gun, you can't go forward or back up, so you got to roll your windows down.
Oh, they're at the front of the drive-through, and the people in the back just don't know what's happening. Got it. Perfect. That makes total sense.
No, you've never been to like an enclosed like drive-through and been like, oh my god, this would be the perfect
Yes.
time to get shot.
No, I was
No.
there today at Wendy's, but I was not thinking about that.
But now I will.
It's now it's all I'm
terrifying.
gonna think about.
Like the in and out line.
Oh, those are scary for
I
a
can't
different
get out
reason.
because
Yeah, but like with the sheer volume of people, maybe they'll overwhelm the shooter.
It's
Maybe everyone
insane.
will coordinated like circle the guy with their cars.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know, man. I don't think you're gonna get shot in the drive-through. I
We're
think
gonna
there's much
feel
more.
really bad if this happens to you.
dude, I'm
We're gonna be like, we
manifesting it.
belittled you
Everyone,
so much.
No, never mind. I was gonna say,
Everyone go-
find Sarah and shoot her in a drive-through. Sorry.
It takes only one.
Thanks,
It'll
Sarah.
be a
Now we
Mr.
can't
it'll be a
monetize
Mr.
on
Beast.
Seriously.
The first person to shoot Sarah in a drive-thru wins $5 million.
I armed 100 people with a handgun.
We shouldn't be promoting this.
Sarah,
Please don't shoot
we can't
Sarah,
make money on
especially
this
not in a
episode.
drive-thru.
I know, and I just got on blood thinners, so
Yeah, so
I'm.
it's pouring out at
I
that
know.
point.
Good Lord. Well,
Dude.
thank you so much for
Thanks
this.
for-
And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for putting a new fear into my mind.
Well, I mean, it's just like a
It's
natural
scary.
thought.
Well, I think we live in a world, unfortunately, where every moment we all kind of have that in the back of our head, which is very scary.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Sarah.
I never think about getting shot.
Wow. I've never
That's
watched a movie.
privilege.
Actually, that's not true.
Have you ever been maced?
Mace? No.
Yeah.
Gosh, no.
No.
Have you?
Yes. But
By
myself.
that same guy? By
Myself.
yourself?
You maced yourself? Like
On
you went to
accident.
mace somebody and you pointed in the wrong direction?
No, I was getting followed by these guys in this car, and I was walking into the wind, and I didn't know if my mace worked, so I like sprayed it just like to test it, and it just immediately came back in my face, and they drove away because I was screaming so loud.
Yeah. I know I
Yeah.
could never own mace. Like when I lived in New York, people were always like, you got to buy mace. You have to buy mace.
Well,
and
how do you
I
protect
never,
yourself?
knock on wood, don't. But I know if I had mace,
Yeah.
the amount it would take for me to spray someone with it, might as well just not have it. Like they would have to be, even if they like grabbed my arm and were dragging me towards a car, I know I would be like, this is a misunderstanding. Like this is probably like, I forgot who this was and we had a meeting and I forgot we had a meeting. It would have to take someone.
I forgot we had a meeting.
in his van. I forgot and
Yeah.
it's my bad or
Both
this
of
is a
y'all
prank
are
show.
a mess.
Yeah.
I know. And so I know that it would take a man literally being like, I'm about to murder you.
Yeah.
And then
And you're
I
like,
would be like,
maybe I should
we'll
pull
see
out the
if I'm
mace.
going to pull
Yeah.
out the mace. So I'm just like, might as well not
What
have
about
it.
like a knife?
Absolutely
How
not.
about you just jump straight to a gun? Do you
I'm
want to just
so
get a gun?
right. That's
You want
perfect.
to come shoot guns with us?
Yeah, this was such a treat. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me.
And remember, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts, to like and review. And also, if you're on YouTube, remember to subscribe. And also, check out Smosh. I'm sure you already literally
yeah.
have. Like, saying check out
Check it
Smosh
out.
feels crazy. But, like, once again, my mom
No.
probably maybe has not watched
That's
Smosh.
like us giving like the president a shout out.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard of the White House.
No, it's the internet. It's huge. People
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
Well, new people are joining every day. Once again, this is more for my mom. It's SOM. No.
Wow.
I just like that. I shouldn't have
Som.
tried to spell.
Welcome to Song.
Oh, have a great day, guys. Once again, check out Smosh. It's a little channel. It has a few couple. Give them a
few couple.
Give them a
Million.
chance, please. All right,
Give him
bye.
a chance.